everyone, I'm right here. I'm paying a visit to this amazing work of architecture known as a fairy house. Fairies need a place to rest too, you know. I want to share some photos taken by my very talented daughter, Megan, who also went to Almont. The photos were made into a calendar, which was a way for the garden club of 2011-2012 to try to earn funds to support gardening efforts at our school. The ever so cool fairy houses you're about to see were created by many students who have graduated or are about to graduate from the class of 2020. You may recognize some of the names. Try to notice the use of materials too, which were mostly found from borrowed from Mother Nature. The first month is January, which was created by Miss Marcy Williams, who has been a retired teacher at Almont and still comes to help our children with reading. And then February was by James Costello and Sean Durison. James, I know, is a senior this year. I just saw him in the Almont parade. And then we go to March, which you've already seen. That was by Andrew Cawthorn, who's a senior, and his sister Cameron. And you can notice that little reindeer moss on the side. They did a really cool job. The next month of April was by Virginia Mead and Clay Furman, who Clay is now a senior, and they used some bark also and a little artificial bird's nest. Then we have May, which is by Jessie Taylor, who has a little condo going on here. She's also a senior this year. The month of June was by Ben Durison and Walker Ryder, and they used a gourd and placed that near the pond. The month of July is by Maddie Pugh and Jackson Lavish, and they are both seniors this year, and they had some little artificial flowers. Now, I think some potpourri in there, but lots of different natural objects in there. The month of August is by Cameron Cox, and I think her mom, Daphne, had a hand in helping her with this too. They worked together because Miss Cox would help us with Garden Club. Then we have the month of September by Cole Furman and Hardy Mead, who are both seniors now, I believe. Very interesting take on a little fairy house. A lot of bark and lichen. Then we had October by Jenna Hughes and Jonathan Burnap, I believe. And that looks very fallish. Little moss. And then November is Gage and Kirsta, who I don't have their last names, and I have their faces in my head, but I don't have their last names. But that is a very fall looking one. And then the last one, the month of December, was by Caroline Garland, who used one of our gourds that we grew in the garden and created a hanging fairy house. Woo! Whoa! Coming back from fairyland is quite something. That change in size is kind of stressful. By the way, you call that scale when you change your size and you make something very large as opposed to big. I thought it would be kind of cool, folks, if you wanted to do a drawing, if you don't have 3D materials to do a fairy house, maybe you could do a drawing to show what it would be like living in an environment and you're the small one rather than vice versa. Insects are usually small, but I changed it around here. Also, challenge you to use value. Ask any third grader about value because they had a lesson on their Minecraft portraits where they had different lights and darks of a color. And so by getting some different greens here, I tried to show value. And I made all of my this work in yellows, blues, and greens, which are all related colors. They're called analogous colors. And so by using your crayon in a direction hard and soft, you can achieve those different values. So I want to see some of your work. We're going to post an address, email. You can email me some of your, I'd love to see some of your photos of your work that you've been doing, whether it's this or anything. I miss you guys, and be the eye and kind. Love you, and hope to see you soon.